and welcome to my studio. I'm Noemi from Pigeon Art and I got a haircut. Today's video is going to be the last of the series showing you how to actually make the flowers in my bouquet. Today I'm going to be showing you this knitted one, I call it knitted rose one. If you haven't seen the last two videos that I've done on this, I show you how I make the paper flower and how I make the knitted poppy flower. Pop back and look at least at the poppy flower because it's going to be the same steps, very similar, except we use a stocking stitch instead of a knit stitch. I do have one thing I'm doing differently, is I'm using a crochet hook instead of a big sewing needle like I did last time, because you can use a crochet hook. It's possible, and I thought I'd show it in case you have the option of a crochet hook. Similarly to last time, this is going to be all about trial and error. It depends on the size that you want of the flower. I actually had this idea of making these videos back in a couple of years ago when I was making the bouquets, and I started filming when I was in Birmingham. The footage you're going to see today is the footage from Birmingham. If you're wondering where I am and why it doesn't look anything like my house, that's why. For this project you'll need yarn, needles that suit the yarn, and a crochet hook. So firstly, I didn't get some footage of me casting on, but it'll be exactly the same as in my last video. You want to cast on 40 stitches or less, depending on the size you want. Then you want to use stocking stitch, which, if you're not familiar with that term, is one row of knit stitch and one full row of purl stitch. Then repeat, so one row knit, one row purl, one row knit, one row purl. Once you've got about this much, which is about 5 centimeters or 2 inches, it's time to finish up. Took me a few goes to get this right with the crochet hook, because I hadn't done it like that before. The best way to do it is to, again, you cut off the yarn so that it's no longer attached to the ball. And then the easiest way I've worked out how to do it is to pretend you're knitting with your crochet hook. So you follow the first few steps of knitting, slip it into the hoop, pass the yarn around it, then when you slip it off the first needle, you also will want to continue dragging the yarn out. If you haven't seen last week's video and you're a bit confused, I definitely recommend looking at that because I explain what we're doing here. So you keep going until the end of your row. Once you've done that, you can play around with your flower until you're happy with it.
I don't have any footage of me sewing it up to finish it off, so what you do with the crochet hook is that you stick it through the flower at the bottom until it's gone through all the layers, and then grab the yarn and then pull it back through. And you do that a few times until you're happy that it's not going to go anywhere, and then tie it up.
Thank you for watching my video.